am Chris Kaler.
And I'm Amber Frost on Kitchen Cosplay, and today we're back with you guys with Call Saul, episode 2, season 5.
50% off. We know what that means.
50% off.
Last episode, Saul Goodman was born, and Jimmy started, doing his promotion for his new. Well, old became new, I don't know, for his lawyer status. He wanted to tell his customers from the phone thing that he was a lawyer now and he could give them a good deal. So
he wanted to build his clientele.
His different, ways of promoting himself were pretty good. He, used again the team for the videos and pretended that he said loud and clear that he was never gonna, let anyone be wrongly accused of anything and stuff, and people listened and they asked for cards, and he gave phones away, saying, if you ever end up needing a lawyer, I'm number one speed dial and stuff. It was cool to see him do his thing. One person though that didn't really love watching him do this was Kim. She's trying to do things the right way, but she's noticing more and more that Jimmy's way is easier and usually works out. At the end of the episode last time, she wanted to convince a client that going to trial was not the good thing, but he didn't want to do that. And basically Saul gave her a perfect opportunity and she didn't want to take it, but she ended up doing it anyway, and she's not happy with that.
No.
It's not looking good. As for everyone else, what happened last episode, I think. Was it last episode? No. Warner. Okay, Warner. This dude is dead, like the German engineer is dead, and his guys are gone. They need to get rid of Lalo if they want to keep doing their lab. So I wonder what Gus is going to plan for this, but it's a war. Like, it's been declared. Not said, because they like to be sneaky about it, but Gus and Lalo, they hate each other. And they want to... Well, Lalo knows that Gus has bitterness inside of him for what they did to his partner. So
I wonder why.
I wonder why too. He's not dumb, and he knows that something's up, and Gus isn't dumb either. He knows that as long as this guy is north of the border, he can do anything. So let's jump in this episode.
All right.
And see what they have in store for us. Let's go.
There you are. Oh yeah? Who else? 50% off. There you are.
We're gonna follow someone who's gonna need his help.
Dude, that's almost half.
Oh, they're gonna start. They feel like they can do anything because they have the security of the lawyer that can help them. That's what Kim feared. I would wonder if they would have done all of that despite Jimmy if they weren't screaming 50% off every 2 minutes.
What day is it? Tuesday? You know what that means? 50% off!
Well, I mean, technically, a lawyer that creates the problems because he can then have jobs and solve them. That'd be a very Saul Goodman thing to do.
What are we doing? Come on, man, don't. Got 5 people in there. Too bad. Wait. Hey, wait! Wait! Please, man, please don't.
His dad. I didn't recognize him from afar, but... It's leverage. You know what we could do to your dad.
Lalo Salamanca. I need to know where he is going, what he is thinking, what he is planning. I need to know what he's going to do before he does it.
I've been trying. Bingo, Michael, that's it.
Gain his confidence. Make him rely on you.
How?
Find a way.
Get close to another crazy Salamanca. Or else. He can't win.
My father has nothing to do with this.
Gus doesn't care.
He's got everything to do
Find
with
a way,
it.
I'll make him trust me. Okay?
Damn it. Not Papa, please. Not Papa.
7 times 8.
That's a lot of touchdowns.
It's a lot of touchdowns. It's a big game. Where are we at?
56.
55?
Almost.
So you think the kicker missed the extra point?
Oh no, it's 56.
She's
My
cute.
dad liked the Eagles, right?
Yeah, he sure did.
Was he good at math? Thank you.
Yeah, your daddy was a smart kid.
Did he want to be a policeman when he was my age?
You know, I think he went back and forth between an astronaut, deep sea explorer.
So instead, my dad decided to be a policeman, like you. And he was a really good policeman, right?
She doesn't know it, but she's twisting the knife a lot.
Yes.
And you taught him.
Uh-huh.
But the bad guys got him.
I told you to make those even.
I am.
No, you're not. You're making a mess. You either do it right or you don't do it.
But I want to do it.
You're done. You are done.
Mike. Oh gosh. Don't take it out on her, please.
He is the bad guy. He's the same as the ones that killed his son.
You know what? 200.
It's too deep for me. Did I get you? Let me see what you have.
You're a set? It's 3/8 on the turn and you don't raise. And then you fall at the river. Too bad.
Confidence is key.
Sorry.
Assume your decisions.
Yeah. Problem on 5th Street. Some scouts say they didn't get their stuff. It's your crew.
It's just stuck in the thing.
Where's our glass? We gon' kick your ass. Yo, give me the mic, so I can rap about this pipe. Cause I'm Mr. Flicky, and I'm so tricky. You're tricky.
Oh, fun.
Hey, we still get our glass, right? Yo.
What you doing up there? Just fixing a drain pipe. Some kind of block.
Oh shit. Oh
Guess you
shit.
fixed it.
Crazy
He barely touched it. Jesus, man.
Crazy 8. I'm so sorry for you, man.
That could be the beginning of his work with the DEA and stuff.
That probably it, yeah.
You got the stuff? You got it?
Nah, I had to leave it. They were on my ass.
How much is in there? Almost a full load.
I wonder if we'll get to see Hank.
Wait,
The DA has to be involved.
If he does and takes the drugs, that will make Lalo trust him.
Eres un pendejo, te la vas a pelar.
Be careful, Nacho. Please be careful.
Yeah, he has to take it out of there because
There he is.
oh my god, ninja!
Bueno. No.
Oh, seriously?
No mames, no mames.
Holy shit! Buddy! You can laugh, mister, go up the roof in like a couple seconds. He's enjoying it.
Pray the Nacho with me, please.
I'm praying for Nacho.
Come on, buddy, you can do it.
Woo, let's go, man! Woo!
It's a bit high, right? Fall down?
It's pretty much, yeah, it's high. But he's a French Canadian. We're tough. Well, not French Canadian. He's from here. You know, we're tough. He did it.
Ignacio Varga. Eres un chingón.
No, he's Quebecois.
Suzanne, I think we have a few things in common.
Oh, I hope not.
Well, we do, to the tune of 16 cases, so you're busy, I'm busy. How about we do a lightning round? We'll settle these puppies 20 minutes.
How about we wait till next Tuesday?
My clients need answers. Look, hey, you've got a problem with me, that's fine. Don't take it out on my clients.
This isn't about your clients. This is about your Walters.
Okay, slow down.
You're looking for turnover. You want to churn through more clients, make more money. That's your problem, not mine.
He's taking a lot of cases
Suzanne,
at the same
I'm
time.
outraged.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, let's review. Your sister Nancy attacked your girlfriend.
Is he gonna plan to be stuck in the elevator with her so they won't have a choice? I knew it! They won't have...
No.
He's forcing it!
No.
It's going to be a minute.
I can't believe this. A solid citizen. Dedicated citizen. With a voice that needs to ring out.
Name one.
I'm sorry?
One of the cases.
But one of our cases. Well, let me think. Veronica Nix.
Motor vehicle theft? 1 year probation.
Sold.
Just like that?
Yep. Why do you say we look at Jerome Sheehan?
How many kids does he have with her?
16, he said.
How about 18?
60?
16.
Okay, 16.
It's working out.
Plus fines, TPG. Hey, look at that.
Oh, finally.
20 minutes.
It took him 20 minutes to solve all these cases. It's over now. He can move on.
Oh, damn.
I will admit, he is good at what he does.
Yeah, he's good, but every single one of his cases, he doesn't care about it. That's the thing with Saul Goodman. You're just business.
I got a job. Saul Goodman, speedy justice for you. I got good
They're gonna need him.
Oh, they want to
break him out.
Oh, fudge.
Break Crazy 8 out.
What knights used to do back in olden times.
Hey!
Get in. Your timing isn't perfect. I'm a little swamped right now.
You know, men never try to defy their orders.
We're just going for just a ride.
Dude.
Come on, it's ice cream.
Aww. Poor ice cream. Well, maybe this is what is gonna make him meet, you know, Hank. Because I'm pretty sure we will see him. It's a drug case, you know. They caught him red-handed, so the DA is gonna be involved.
Yeah,
He needs to find himself a deal.
I think that might be the beginning why he knows Lalo, because if he does end up freeing Crazy 8, probably maybe Lalo gonna wanna try to use him again for.
He's gonna know Lalo even if he doesn't break him out. It's gonna happen because he's basically gonna work for him.
Yeah.
So.
Poor Jimmy.
And poor Crazy 8 too. Like he was. Oh, it wasn't his fault. I mean, it was such a crazy situation. But to be honest, I mean, you say poor Jimmy. I say unintentionally made this situation happen because they at the beginning I was like, I could believe they would do all this shit even if it wasn't for Jimmy. But they were saying 50% off like over and over again. So the only reason they did all of that it was because they had the safety of knowing, like they knew that if they were caught, they would
cut for them.
Exactly. So when you have this insurance, let's say like that, when you have this insurance, maybe you're more open to taking risks, and that's what they did. And this all led to the Crazy 8 situation where he was just wrong place, wrong time. But yeah, poor kid. And at the same time, Jimmy needs to correct his mistakes. That's what he wanted. He wanted cases. It's just that now these guys are the big players. The sort of customers he usually wants, but he's hoping for less intense guys, and now he's got the creme de la creme.
You know what I don't like about the fact that he handles so many cases at the same time? Usually, I'm all for showing passion for what you're doing, like with Kim and her cases, or just when Jimmy's trying to convince a jury that his client is innocent, or to have a less sentence by the end of it. But the way that he handled everything, every single one of his customers are just customers.
He doesn't care.
That's just business. He doesn't care about you, about what you've done. You're just a way for him to get rich. And get richer by the end because you're gonna come back.
Let's compare it. Let's compare it to Kim last episode with her clients, and she was trying to find them the best deal ever, and she truly cared about what was best for them and the baby coming and stuff. And she thought that 5 months was the best, and she really worked her ass off in order to find a deal. And Jimmy, as soon as he gets a deal, like was it 6 months or probation or something? The first one they dealt with. Let's say it was 6 months.
1 year probation.
A 1 year probation.
He said done.
And he was like done. He doesn't care about finding the best deal or fighting, teeth and nails. I don't know the expression, but anyway, fighting for one customer, one client's rights and what's best for them. He's just like taking on so many customers, clients.
He's trying to have a lesser time for what they've done.
Yeah,
so
of
they're
course.
They're not gonna have a high charge.
Of course, but if he fought more for each and every one of them, maybe he could get a better deal. But he doesn't care. That's not the point of his thing. His thing is to have as many clients as possible and to be done with them as fast as possible. And he can, he's such a good salesman. He could sell it as, it was the best deal you could have gotten, man.
And they're gonna believe him.
There's it's about him becoming a legend. It's about him creating his name. And obviously it's working because Lalo heard of him. It was his idea, He is the one that decided, let's try to break him out. Let's try to fight for his freedom instead of sending him to jail and just leaving him be. So, I don't know. I enjoy watching him do his thing, but
always use the fact that he wasn't living there. He got a call that something was blocked and we're just fixing it. That it wasn't his.
He can spin it. He can spin it for sure. He can definitely spin it, but we'll see.
Maybe
what he
do
does.
another video with him eating or shitting or freaking a pie. I don't remember what he done.
The cobbler?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I still think that it's nice to see him do his thing, because like I said, he's really good at what he does, but what he's doing might not be the best thing ever. And it's true that it comes off as, I don't care about my clients, I care about how many clients I have. And he did create the situation. He's been telling Kim that, I don't think any of them is gonna, do anything bad on the account of the fact that they have 50% off a lawyer, but that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Kim has been saying, you know, this is exactly what's going to happen, and it is happening. She's been telling him, but he doesn't care about what he does. Like, he's saying it, I think, to make Kim feel good and to make her think that he's feeling, you know, guilty about what he did. But I think that deep down he doesn't care if the people he tells, you know, 50% off, end up doing bad stuff because of the deal.
Yeah.
It's going to give him more clients. He's going to be happy about
True.
that. Now, the other person I wanted to discuss was Mike. Just, you know...
Mike, don't scream at your granddaughter. She doesn't know what you done in your life. Don't take it out of her on her.
It wasn't even about her, you know. She was just reminding him that...
She was his conscience, basically.
Yeah.
When she was saying he was a good... Papa was a good pops. A good cops,
cop.
right?
And you taught him.
You taught him, and the bad guy still got him.
And he's like, when he said, it's no mistake, it's no coincidence that he said, if you're not going to do it right, just don't do it at all. And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, you were a cop. If you're not going to do the job right, you shouldn't have done it at all. It would have saved a lot of heartache in your family. Maybe your son would be, you know, alive. Your son did it right, and he died for it.
Yeah.
Now Mike is the embodiment of the bad guys. Like, you guys pointed it out, but it's true that technically what he did with Werner, it's basically what happened to his son. You know, he knew too much. He knew too much information, and he kind of wanted out. You know, he wanted to. He was a genuinely nice guy, a bit naive, but he knew too much, and because of that, he had to be killed. Just like his son, he knew too much. He tried to stop it, and he got killed for it.
Yeah.
It's and I love that you guys are mentioning that. That's the moment Mike lost his soul, and he became what we see in Breaking Bad. Basically, a guy that does the job, and he doesn't want to get emotionally attached to the people he works with or the people he meets, because it's business. You know, he has to adopt Gus's expression and Gus's way of doing things, because otherwise he's gonna be conflicted, and he's gonna be heartbroken, and it's gonna be so hard for him to do the job.
Yeah.
It's sad to see him go through that, especially with his granddaughter, you know, lashing out at her. She's so sweet, and he loves her so much. And
I want to talk about something. Like, I know that Mike really, really loves his granddaughter. She's like his whole world.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that he's doing is for her and her mama. But I don't like that when the mom is calling him, like, oh, could you just come now and babysit her when I'm working? And he just agreed to do it, even though he doesn't feel okay.
He puts his life on the brakes a lot for them. It's
and
true.
I don't like that. It's like he's not taking care of himself. So maybe because he doesn't think about it, because he doesn't deserve it. But he's like...
It's true that...
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's true that if you think about it, several times in the past, Mike has done stuff that he hasn't been happy about. Like, he's done stuff that messes up his heart and his mind, all for the sake of his granddaughter and his family. And he doesn't put himself first, but we discussed his opinion of himself several times before. I think it's because he doesn't believe that he deserves a good life. Like, he screwed up his chance, he messed up, and now he thinks that he will have to take the rest of his life to make amends, you know, to repair what he's done. He feels responsible, he feels guilty for the death of his son, so since he took his son away from his family, his son's family, he has to step in, you know, he has to be the one to do everything it takes to make sure their life is good, because he's the one that took away the dad, you know. I don't agree, like, I don't think he's responsible, but that's how he thinks. So everything he does is going to be shaped according to that way of thinking. It's really sad because he's such a good guy. Deep down, he's a good guy. He's a good guy that does bad things.
Yeah.
And it's sad to see, especially since we know how he turns out. Like, he was the father figure for Jesse, and he was trying to, you know, he was starting to open up in Breaking Bad, and then his life got cut short and he didn't even get to give the money he got to his family. Like, that was for nothing. So it's really sad knowing where he ends up to see him go through all of that.
True.
Especially for nothing, but still.
Oh.
Nacho is a
talk
freaking
about
badass.
Nachos. Another ninja in the series, guys.
Yeah. But we knew that. Like, we saw him when he was trying to kill Hector, and he was tampering with the AC. We saw him get on the roof of the building like pretty fast and pretty easily too.
Jumping from roof to roof.
He's got guts, but he's protecting his dad.
He is.
He's got to get on Lalo's side.
He needs to do everything in his power to make Lalo trust him. And so far, it's working.
Lalo enjoyed the show. And I enjoyed the show too, but Lalo had fun watching him do this. Like, he doesn't care. Like, he's not in the... He has to deal with the consequences of what his guys are doing, but... I don't see... I feel like Lalo is the type of guy that... if he makes mistakes, he's just gonna roll with it. So, like, in the game of poker, like with Crazy 8, he was basically making fun of him for backing out, even though he went that far. He's like, when you're that far in, like, you just gotta accept these were your choices, you know? Go with accept that this is the decision you took, and go with it.
In a way, I can agree with that.
Yeah, for
sure.
Like,
if so far you decided to go on and continue to go on,
no regrets.
Don't have regrets when you're doing stuff. Technically, do stuff that you know you won't have regret by the end of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. So he doesn't... I mean, it's funny because it makes his character, not reckless, but... I don't know how... He's not a victim either, you know? If he makes mistakes, sure. Like when he killed the guy at the money transfer thing.
Yeah.
He's like, that was a mistake, but when people are telling him, like, what you did, that was a huge mess, and that had to be done. You know, he's just rolling with it. It's an attitude that it does remind me of Jimmy, but I said it before that these two characters kind of are similar. Like, they're not ashamed of what they do. They're not ashamed of the ways they take and the paths they choose for themselves. They know what they have to do, and they're okay with it. And they're very good people person.
True.
People person. Nah. Anyway.
People person?
Yeah. People. Nah. Like same in the game of poker. Like he can read these guys like that. He's really good at guessing what's going on.
Funny enough, I really like the relationship between him and Hector Salamanca.
Well, yeah.
When I watch these two, I just want to laugh. Because they're just so funny together.
Well, he genuinely seems to care about his uncle. Like, even Tuco was taking care of him in Breaking Bad, but... I don't know. Like, it was a rough relationship, I feel like. Tuco was a loose cannon. And I feel like Lalo is more grounded when it comes to his uncle. I like it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, all of that discussion actually makes me scared for Nacho, because if Lalo is such... You know, if he's that type of guy that can read a character so easily, and he just doesn't really care about what he does because he accepts all of his mistakes and he just rolls with it, that's gonna make it really hard for Nacho to get close to him and really understand how he thinks and what he might do next. It's a dangerous job, and it might be too much for Nacho. I don't know, but we're gonna hang this right there. And pray for him a lot.
Alright,
anyway.
I think that's it.
Yes, thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. If you want to see the next one right away, it's going to be on Patreon soon. Check it out. The link is in the description.
So don't forget to subscribe if you want to watch it now. And if not, wait for the next one to be out on YouTube, guys. So we're going to see you soon.
Bye.
Bye, guys.